Welcome to Stealth ARTISAN Live. I am ASHLER, your host and artist. Today we're going to be working on finishing up this piece. Possibly starting a new one. I know I'm wanting to add something else. I'm liking these pieces here with the little bells or beads on them. Dig how that looks. How you doing, Alec? Hotty. Hot now. Ooh, I'm thinking I'm liking that idea. No, not yet. More getting started, I guess, maybe. I should have tried to set up a stream earlier and figure out how I could actually do capturing of me, like actually adding stuff on the Redbubble, like actually, you know, manipulating it and doing all that stuff, because that's basically what I did. I just added a t-shirt onto Redbubble. I keep on procrastinating with that. I really need to do better at what is it? Taking all these pieces and actually turn them into shit. My Esoterink, my Gothic, my what else? Exotic. All my inks. I'm kind of liking this. I don't think the size is completely correct. But I'm just trying to get an asset that I can actually maybe move around here. But yeah, I've ordered a new router since the other one is like, it decides to turn itself off randomly. So they're allowing me to send this one in, and well, not send this one in, keep this one until I get the other one, and then send it in. So That is amazing. So hopefully that getting that new one will fix that issue. But other than that, knock on wood, haven't had any drop frame issues the last time that I streamed. So, which is part of what I was hoping would happen with doing this stuff. Yeah, it's supposed to come this Friday. I almost feel like these pieces I should start putting full effort into them. Like, don't do them to that like mid-tier stage where then I go back and actually edit it again. But I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying my current process that I have with them. Thing is this needs something else, like almost like a second feather. Let's do another. Actually, let's just duplicate that one. What have you been up to today? I woke up late, so I stayed up late. Kind of wanting it to do this. Is that part of it? Really? Huh. Thank you, Pro, for that host. Appreciate that. Welcome. To Stealth Artisan Live. Not much, just trying to finish up this piece here, and then I guess we'll try to move on to another one. Alright. How you doing? Wrong layer. We hitting that alright? Looks like we're doing okay. Still feel like that's moving onto that other layer more than it should. Or is it just the red that is... maybe it's just the red. It's going too far from that break. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, how you doing, Silver? Long time no see. Oh, an ad. Okay. Silver cannot hear me. Cannot hear me. Fireball? Oh, good God. Okay, so you're pretty lit then. Yeah, but that's nice. Yeah, I rarely take the time to drink on stream. Like, I think the last time, not actually drinking on stream, just being drunk on stream is one of the dance streams I did back in the day. We gotta kill that alarm. I came home from the bar and like, I want to stream something, and I don't want to draw right now. Oh shit, no, it's doing this other music. There we go, kill it. And play that again, there we go. So. You remember that? I actually like my rare follow alert is a gif of me dancing. It's a long ass gif though, man. It's like it scares me half the time it goes off. Gets my heart going, wakes me up. Oh, that sexy ass voice. Alright. That voice needs to take off its clothes. And put something more comfy on. Oh god. Sexier beast. We would not know this is very true. It's too fucking cold to be naked though. I'll tell you that much. I am the exact opposite of naked. I'm overdressed. So, if that's on that, that means that's not colored, right? Yeah. It's been a nice temp all through December. Yeah, no, I don't necessarily think it has been one that way here. But I think I'm a little bit more sensitive to it, just where I'm at. I'm in a place where it gets hot, so when it gets cold, it's like worse for me. Alright, solid. Yeah, I wonder what is the temperature tonight. Let me take a look. I'll actually look. It may be just like, what are you whining about, Ash? What are you whining about? 34 Fahrenheit? No, it doesn't say 34. That's not right. It's 43 Fahrenheit. Yay for dyslexia. Or thinking Japanese. Nihongo desu ka? Oh, good God. What the fuck? How's that work? Oh. No? Where's the big black blotch coming from? This? Did I just create it? Yes, there we go. Alright. We can see what it is that it's happening. Okay, what the hell did I miss here? I bet... Thanks? I'm not sure exactly what to say about that, Silver. Alright, I should probably shoot out a quick tweet here too at some point. We'll see how I can multitask. How we can multitask. I don't know if Pro is still there. What were you doing today? Before you hosted? And you being through your fucking bottle. Oh, then let me just a quick show and tell of what I did yesterday, since it's on the same file. This was yesterday's piece. I dig it. I dig it. In case you missed, last time on Stealth Artisan Online. Oh god, I said that wrong. It's live, not online. Same thing, I guess. The fells of the fish. Alright, this, a little bit of shadow there, a little bit of shadow there, a little bit of shadow there. We'll do some streaks. Yeah. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. Oh god, I can't even read that. It's in the dark. My thing's in dark mode. I am good. How are you, Silva? How are you doing? What have you been up to? What is new in your life? Or the same? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been an hour. Details. Yes, all the juicy details. This year, for me, I don't know. I've been normal. What is it? I need to see if I can't, I need to really work on trying to get another, computer going. That is my current goal now that I'm moving towards. Because I've been wanting to stream some old games, and the computer that I could have done that with is no longer with us. There may be a possibility of kind of recovering it, but I don't know. I've tried a couple of things, and it's just they're not working. So. But yeah, I just need to get something as an in-between thing, because I don't necessarily need something that can play games. I just need something that can capture like this and my what do you call it, PlayStation and whatnot. So that's what I'm looking for. Mensch showed me a couple of places I can look at too, so I'm gonna need to do that here soon as the holidays wrap up. Alright, what are you guys saying? Let's see here. O as in orgasm. K is in got a recruiter for military, trying to high school, okay. Christmas break, oh wow. Holy shit. Like that is not the person to ask to buy me a computer. Alec has been trying to get himself a computer forever, and finally did. Finally. I just need to figure out how to run a fucking, what is it? God, words. Charity fundraiser. There we go. Fundraiser. I need to know how to do that better. Because it wouldn't be too hard to do something basic. Because what I probably would end up doing is something similar to what I'm doing right now. These are digital, and what I would do is just do timed commission stuff for tips. Timed commissions for tips. I think one stroke would be better on that one. And then I would just send it to people via Dropbox. That'd work okay. Jerk off for some dollars. I'll jerk my pin off. Not something you want to joke about? I don't know. I think everything, you should be able to joke about everything. Everything needs to have the joke. Nothing should be sacred. The thing is you just gotta make sure that it's well known as an established joke instead of a hate crime or insult of some sort. Gaussian blur. Okay, whoa. We'll just deal with the feathers for now. I think we're gonna have... maybe not. Maybe that's good enough. Alright, I'm almost at that point of like saying I'm done with this one. He's not finished, but I feel like when I move on to the t-shirt stage, if he makes it that far, because I would see there being many other drawings that I have that would be done way before this one. How did the shows go? How many drawings have you ever done? What? Like, you asked me to try to do that math? Like, period? Or what is this statement that you're trying to say here? For t-shirts? Alright, I think we're gonna do... I wanted to do something robotic. Thing is yet again, I'm kind of wanting to do skull robotic, which is fine. I've done it quite a few times though. Yes, period. I don't fucking know. I've drawn so much, it's ridiculous. And beyond that, it's like what I would consider finished pieces versus um, unfinished pieces, or that would probably be a little bit of an easier statement to a certain degree, because then I could pull out like my prints and say, okay, well, here's this many or whatever, but still, feel that that's tricky. Okay, what does a animal's skull look like? I kind of want that. See if I could have that vibe with robot. Almost like a mixture of original pieces. Yeah, there's not too many of those out in the world, original pieces. You're pretty lucky if you get your hands on one of those. I have a lot of them. It's just I have a handful of them. It's but they're just not a lot of them have made it into people's hands. People like the prints. They're cheaper. More affordable. Wow, I'm digging that. What did you just say? I like as in finish my third illustration. You still on the same. God damn it, chat. It's like jumping everywhere. Can I read it from there? No, that's not gonna happen. Yeah. Traditional can be a lot easier to do stuff quick, I feel. Me being able to erase, like, makes the time go up crazy. Stop, drink, and hang out with him. Yes. You sound like you're having fun, bro. Definitely, this is definitely gonna have to be smaller. Esoterink. Deselect them on. Pre-transform. Fuck. No, stop it. Set deselect. There we go. Let's see here. Guess here's a good example. So we're back to that other question you were asking. Fuck. There, I have done. Oh shit! I don't want to heart my own shit. How many posts? Okay, I have done. Let's see here. Yes, on my posts, I have 1011 on my posts. So, with that in mind, some of them are kind of repeats, and some of them are like progress stuff, but some of them are like art selfies and stuff like that. But and also pictures of like booths and shit. But there's a good chance that a lot of that, or most of that, is completed work. You could say maybe at least half of it. So, and that's just what I've posted on there. What is this? Do I charge different for digital art? Let's see here. Do I charge different? No, not necessarily. It's what is it? I just have like basically an hour difference thing with it, and the thing is what you do, what you get is you just get the you get the different style, I guess, and from there I give people the full version of the art as a, what is it, PNG? Yeah, I think I do it as a PNG, and it's at 300 dpi, and then from there then they can print it how they want it, or have it on their phone, or wherever the fuck that they're wanting to do with it. If I'm doing a commission for someone, the way that it calculates out, though, for it possibly being cheaper is someone can get something that may look cooler for cheaper because I'm doing it digitally. So if someone wants a sketch for because what is it? My Fiverr. Basically, I have a Fiverr that does sketches on there, and basically what I do with that is that's digital sketches, but it's basically I think it's, do I have it for $5 on there? Is it really just $5, or is it like 10? I think I actually have it scale. You can get a $5 one for how does it go? Because I usually do like what is it? It's like $10 an hour is what I run my stuff at. So Um, it'd be a half hour worth of me doodling and sketching something, and then just increase from there. You need an icon or an insignia for your channel? Yeah. Those are nice to have. Okay, I need to look up like animal skull here. Animal skull? Animal skull. I should probably be specific, but kind of think I'm wanting close to this. But yeah, and logo work is a little bit tricky. Because it's weird. Like, some people will... They'll get the logo work done, but then sometimes it's like if you're trying to buy the rights to the logo work on top of it, then it's like it's really expensive. But some people will just get it and then they'll just use it. Like, they'll just use that art as whatever. So... But yeah, I like doing, what do they call it, logos. Those are fun to do. They can be kind of tricky, though, in a lot of ways. As long as that people are satisfied with your kind of your direction and run with it, then it works out okay. The problem is the notion of refining, tweaking, changing, and stuff like that increases the price of like time spent, and then it gets like it can get expensive. Fine tuning shit, which is sad. $50. What is you were saying? Refreshing skill. Farts in the bottom. No, good God, Silver. Yeah, so it's because what is it? There's this thing that I saw back in the day, and I really want to see if I can find it again, and actually maybe even find a way to put it on like my some of my sites and places. It's kind of a joke, but it's serious. That it shows this range of prices on stuff where, you know, the artist takes care of it all, designs it and whatnot, that price, and as it builds up to the point where the person that's asking for the commission actually is, you know, asking for fixes or changes and whatnot, the price gets more and more expensive. But then it gets to the point where it's like have the person that commissioned you draw it themselves. It's like $1,000 or something ridiculous, because that's almost basically what happens to some artists, where they become a pencil instead of an artist, and they're drawing what the person thinks that they want that looks good, which it usually does not. It's shit. But yeah, I think within that whole situation, it comes down to like there's got to be a weird little bit of give and take with it, but it's it's like you're paying me to for me to make something that looks good, not paying me to draw what you think you want. If you were the artist, you would have done it. You would have done it. Let me do my fucking job. Yeah, it's just because it gets really confusing with that stuff. It just gets bad a lot of the time. You gotta have a really a good good initial communication and whatnot with what you can do and whatnot. Fiverr does a really cool thing where they have like, okay, give me all this information and then I'll start doing your stuff. So, and then on top of that, if they say, oh, can you fix stuff? If you're nice, you can do that, but then you can just send them to, oh, that's another $5 for, you know, which I wish that I could do it cheaper, but to do a change or adjustment or whatever, or add a half hour to my to that piece, or add 15 minutes to the piece or whatever. It'd be nice if you could do that, but it's doesn't really gauge well with that stuff, but yeah, Alex, yeah, you have. You've told me about that shit. Gotten screwed over. Okay, I kind of want something that looks like teeth down here. Yeah, it's well, how do I put this? I think people just don't rationalize how art works too well. It's just basically, that's the best way I can describe it to people is like, you know, if you make whatever minimum wage for that time, then whatever I'm doing, that's going to be roughly close to that. Obviously, I'm doing a little bit more, but it's the same thing. It's time. Beyond that, there's the notion of what is it? Paying for the schooling talent of a person. Then the next thing is resources, if there is any involved. So the digital side of it, technically someone could theoretically give a better price on stuff because they're cutting out the notion of having to buy paint, having to buy whatever, to a certain degree. Nowadays, with a lot of software, you have to rent the software, so I guess it's kind of back to square one on some of that situations, but I'm currently not in that situation, but I feel like even what the $10 an hour is low for an artist. That is a low amount. Most of the time, I feel like people do, what is it? It's day prices. They're you basically buy them for a day, just like you would a, you know, someone to come in to, you know, work on your house and shit like that. It's based off of that. So they say, like, you know, you can buy me for, you know, $500, $300, $400 to work for a day on a thing, and that equates to not necessarily, I don't know if that actually equates to, you know, 24 hours of actual complete work time, because even with constructors and stuff like that, they're not working 24 hours. Their day rate is inflated, like, weirdly, because it's not a day rate. They only work a certain amount of that. Of tattoo artists is how does tattoo artists work? I'm kind of unfamiliar how the day rate stuff with a tattoo artist functions. That'd probably be a good working model to work off of. $100 an hour normally, or $800 for a day. Yeah. And that's not that $800 for a day is if they finish it before the time. How does that work? Is it literally a day though? Is it literally 24 hours of work? How do they break that up? Do you buy 24 hours and then you just come back periodically till the 24 hours are done? Or is it actually, you know, no, you're paying $800 just for today's work, however long I work on it. If they finish early, it's still $800. Yep. So, yeah, usually what that's dealing with is how I would assume how they're writing that off is that they're saying that me as an artist, I can get hired to do $800 work period a day. If I have to schedule the lapse of time or that whole of time, then you're going to have to pay me what I could make no matter what time I spend, because I'm gonna book you, and the only other type of money I'm going to possibly make that on that day will be walk-ins, because I won't have anybody else booked, because you are the person that I am booked for. So, which, yeah, if you're running it that way, that makes complete sense. So, yeah. Main thing is it's not dealing with you. It's just the idea of, yeah, that I could have made that amount is basically what it comes down to. Is the notion. If I can, then that's what I charge, which is, I feel like that makes sense if you're getting a lot of, if you're starting to get a lot of commission work, something like that would make sense, where you're managing your time and saying, okay, I can, and especially if you're doing a specific thing with it. But yeah. You've wondered how I lived. Very poorly, that's how. Most artists are starving artists, for the most part, unless they find a cool niche. Have yet to completely find my groove, but I think the other thing is you gotta be, being an artist, you gotta be kind of good with money, or frugal with money. Frugal. Let's see here. How do you live? Yeah. Well, one of the things that for me is I have that. I have what, Redbubble trickles finances in. My Store Envy trickles finances in. And like I said, I live poorly. That is the biggest thing is that I don't do much. Yeah, because I run on like a ridiculous budget. Like, you would have to learn how to manage my money. I don't know if I'm the best person to learn to manage money from, but you're not gonna have any fun. It just comes down to just don't spend your money. And then also just keep within, I guess, your means on stuff. Because like the food that I eat and whatnot is like I don't have like I don't do nice food and whatnot. Not necessarily it's not that it's not good, but it's just not. It's simple stuff. Like, what is it currently right now? My main staple that I eat as a is what is it? Bean burritos. I make refried beans and then I buy tortillas and I eat that. Quick and easy and cheap. Beyond that, there's rice. Beyond that, there's ramen. Beyond that, there's granola. So yeah, simple meals. Don't send money. Rice and beans, yeah. I don't really do both together. And it's not formal. Most of my stuff is not like a formal meal. I don't sit down and eat at all. So it's more like stuff that I just run in my hands or in a bowl. And I go from my, my kitchen to eating. I'm kind of like this mouth. It's kind of creepy thing here, but feels really jokery to me, which I'm kind of fine with, but I think I need to do something else with it here a little bit, because I like the notion that it's something that feels like teeth, but not necessarily is teeth. And that just that curve up thing, really super smiley thing, I'm not completely feeling it. At least that direction. I feel like I would rather it like jut back or something like this, maybe more. Yeah, chicken nuggets. Yeah, I do that. Do that. But I go through cycles where I like stuff and then not like stuff. And chicken nuggets, I'll just take some of those and put them into a burrito and eat them. Then I have a chicken burrito, and so on and so forth. The other extension from that is, what is it? Oh man, try to think. What else do I kind of deal with? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, simple. I think I've gone through most of it that I deal with. Because recently, what I've been eating a lot of is popcorn. That has been my snack food. Because I feel that that's also something that is a weird thing. Is if I do that and nuts and peanuts and raisins. That enables me to what do you call it? Not eat as much, I guess is what it is. I supplement my normal meals with snacks so that I'm not actually eating as much. And then I can tell when if I don't game or stream art, that is another thing. I eat a lot more food if I'm not keeping myself busy. Like, it's better for me to actually stream stuff or do some art than I like basically don't get into like food mode. I think I'm getting in the way of this piece. I'm getting in the way of it. I am. Alright, let's just let you. You want to do this? We'll let you do this. We'll let you do that. Okay, I'm missing what's saying here. You special crazy to be an art. Yeah. Hawkbird. Yes. What were you streaming before you showed up? Or were you streaming, bro? Fortnite and PUBG, okay. PC? Yes? I'm assuming? Or Xbox One? Because those are the only two things that got that. Thank you for that host, Debo. Appreciate it. And there's Alex Instagram. Uh-oh. That's not good, Debo. Master. PC, yes. Cool. Okay. Okay, I feel like I need like another strap on this thing because I don't even know how that's gonna function just with that I have on there. As of right now, it's but how can I have logistically have another one? Like I guess literally coming off of it. Like that, yeah. Don't we all already follow you, Alec? Yeah. It's like, but I added just shit just now. Look at my shit. Okay, I need to figure that out a little bit better here. Let's kill that. Kill that. Play. Will you get made fun of when you play? Play video games? Cyberbully. Yeah, it's... Fuck that shit. That's not cool. This shit fucked up. Kinda want there to be another one coming this way, possibly. I don't know where Zoo is. He may be busy. He said that he wasn't sure if he could do stuff, because I would probably be playing a game with Zoo instead of drawing right now if he was free. We'll see on that. I don't know if I like the tension on that. Now that I have that, I'd probably like that to be a bit more straighter. The other thing is, I'm not sure I'm gonna have to have these things be red, because the thing is I'm wanting this eye here to be red. New group, but no zoo, no more. He's zoo. I think he HMU on Snapchat an hour ago. This is looking good. It has some potential to it. I'll say that much. There's I can see it being interesting when it's finished. If I can get the this shape of that right a little bit better, but yeah, this needs to be more circular. It's not right. I actually currently have my stream open on my PlayStation as well. It's kind of cool seeing it like big on that TV. I must feel like I want this to... I can't decide if I want this to feel more industrial, so like it's actually hooked up like right, or hooked up like weird. Like more... Fuck, what would you call it? Jesus, I can't even think what I would call that. Yes, I can. It came to my mind and then I just lost it. It's apocalyptic, or it's like jerry rigged and shit. Let's just take a look at that and see what we think about it. There's the zoo. He heard us talking about him. He felt it. I don't think I like it completely. Mainly because I feel like that there's going to be stuff underneath him that'll be red. More likely. So let's go ahead and throw another color onto it though. For the hells of it. What? I don't care for this guy singing. Why is this guy singing with my synth? Get the fuck off my synth, you voice. Okay. No. Why? I hate when my phone decides to turn off the Wi-Fi on itself. And then my phone yells at me and says, "Your data usage is low. You can't listen to music for hours." Thought I was getting pissed off at you. Okay. You had today off? So was that you playing on PlayStation earlier then? Or was that your kids? There's more words and I'm not looking at them because I'm drawing too much. So much drawing. Slept most of the day? Okay. Yeah. Because, what is it? I stayed up all night last night myself, and when I finally got up, I turned on the PlayStation to see if you would harass me at all, and you did not. So I decided to draw art. Sick. Looks like he's busy. We will do something else until he arises. Debo, you're a fox lady? Thought Debo was a vampire. A vampire. Blah. See, what kind of fox lady my brain is thinking right now, because, what is it? There's like the Japanese fox lady, or like something else. Some other fantasy thing that I'm unaware of. Alright, time for a little bit of inspiration. I follow a couple artists that do like tech shit, like this that I try to do. We'll see if any of their art pops up. Yeah, I don't know. It may be very hard to find. Let's see if I saved any of their work. No, I did not. Debo. Fire. Oh, the fire. Okay. I can do better here. Add more of a kind of a curvature maybe to this stuff down here. Put one of these guys there. Cause like when I do this stuff, I want it to have a Metal Gear vibe to it and some other stuff to it. Oh, it would be there though, wouldn't it? It would be there. Posts you've liked. There he is. Oof. Yeah. There's a lot of cool weird line stuff that I don't think I could get away with though. A lot of this. Which is just like, ugh, 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 ugh. Half Borg. Right. Good night, man. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. Enjoy your drunk dreams. Yeah, I think one of the hardest things that I have with this, doing this type of stuff is making sure everything is following the right angle. Because this thing is basically right now, it's like a box turned this way, like this, with a thing on its head. So there's like curves here, curves here, curves here, curves here, curves here. But right now, like this bit in here almost looks like it's two-dimensional. It's like flat instead of it actually wrapping around this thing. So I need to take the time to see if I can't get that to flow more. I think we're gonna go back to a low. No low res here. I'm liking that being there. The other thing is I probably should do is pop this up a notch. I think it's almost about that time. Manborg. Okay. That's helping a little bit. Giving that an angle. I think I need to cut that off there though. Okay. Need to try to run that way a little bit. Maybe put a circle there. Let's try another circle, but break it up here. And another circle. Another circle. Add a little bit of a dot. Cut it through. Come back to this. Add remnants to that circle. Break it. Bathroom. All the bathrooms. Fuck. So I don't know how much of this actually would benefit from this weird, like, ticky, edgy stuff, but ooh. Shit right there just got cool. Love when that happens. You kind of want to play Neo? How much is this kinda? How are you staying up? I guess you could hop on there and just do some grinding, I guess. Something quick. Something not like, oh, I'm gonna get into this and play for hours. Hey. Let's play some Neo. 3 hours later. Do it. Play with the zoo. The sad thing though is I'd do it. I could easily stop this stream and then restart it with a video game. Let me turn on my jet. Yeah, because if you really want to play, I'll play for a little bit. I can always come back to this later. Fuck it, it's the holidays. And I feel like I already did my work today. Putting up a t-shirt and Redbubble, so. Oh, are you gonna die? No, you fucking phone. Why won't you warn me? Warn me! I don't know how to add settings to my phone so it like fucking yells at me when I it's going to die. Give you like 5 minutes. So we're gonna sit here without any tunes, because my tunes was on my phone, and my phone is dead. So you're tuneless, you're tone deaf. We can all hum in our own heads. I watched what is it called? Mad Max, the very first one, for the very first time the other day. It's been in my queue for like ever, and it finally made its way to me. I guess there was nothing else in its way. It was interesting. I think the second one is gonna be better than the first, though, from what I understand from that. The first one is isn't really Mad Max. It's like his origin story. It's what sets him on his madness. Yeah, the old one. Best ever. Super cheesy. But I think it's just the, what is it? The pacing is what's weird about it. It goes from one direction to another direction. Like it changes like vibes. Like, and it's just odd. Like when it goes from what is it? There's a moment where it goes from being like, okay, he's a cop, and then he stops being a cop. And the moment when he stops being the cop is when it's weird. That's where it's weird. And then shit happens. Instead of like, no, still be the cop, still be the weird thing, and have something happen during that time, because it was like obvious, okay, shit's gonna happen here, shit's gonna go down. But it didn't. It did not happen. He had to quit work first and go on goddamn vacation. It's just like, no, that's, no. Cut all that shit out of there. I do like the notion of how they extended like his relationship with his kids and stuff like that to give more weight to it, but I almost feel like the vacation bit should have been the starting of the movie. Like they're on vacation, and then turn the whole scene where they come after the daughter, well, no, the kid and the wife scenario in that, turn that into something else. Just do it. But yeah, yep. Are you on? I don't know if I've gotten any notifications. Holy shit. Fetish Potato is online right now? What the fuck? How the hell did you get on the PlayStation? This late at night. Who is Fetish Potato? That is Alec Pierce. That is Alec, the artist. One of the mods. His gamer tag is Fetish Potato. He was in the chat earlier. Probably got bored. It's like this asshole that's drawing this picture is taking too long. I'm gonna play some fucking video games. Okay, you are on the PS4. Okay, cool. Awesome. Then we will end this stream and be back here in a little bit. Playing some games. So I shall be back in, I don't know how long it's going to take me, but it shouldn't take me long. A little while. It'll be a little while, so I'll be right back. We're going to go play a game with Mensch. No, Dra. You told me to go play with Mensch. Yes, here. After I'm done gaming, I may come back and do some art, so work on this some more. So we're just probably going to take a game break. Yeah, we're going to go play with Zoom. So let's save this. Yeah, he just sent me a request just now. So we're going to move over to that. Thank you for everybody that showed up for this part of the stream. This is Stealth Artisan Live, and I'm ASHLER. And I'll see you guys in a little bit.